Hello, Irene and Anders. I created a small, doesn't look that small, but it is small, business processes map for you to go through and to answer my questions. I'll walk you through really fast how to do it. So here you have your major business processes, and as I understand now, you only do those ones, which is I highlighted yellow, and everything else is in question. The idea is what you do, whatever you do good, and the rest you either automate or outsource, and don't spend your time on filling up the paperwork and sending invoices. So for me, it's important to understand all the steps of your current business processes and all the wishes you have for the future business. So this simple software, I'll show you how to use it really fast. So for example, this is let's say you already have a client and you setting up the project with the client. So this is the step you do. You're meeting with the clients, and here I have a little window. So you do expand, and this is my comments. What do you use for time management? Do you use calendar? Do you write your time in notebook? Do you keep it in your hand? And you just answer here. You say blah blah, say it, and I would see your comment. If you want to edit it, it's a little triangle here. You either edit or delete. And here you can enlarge it a little bit. I have comments for each task. So for you, it's important to go through and see, maybe I missed a part of the process. For example, first step, you're meeting with the client. Then you're taking notes of the client needs. So here I'm asking, do you write it in a notebook? Do you have a questionnaire for the client? Do you use a mood board or something, Pinterest? Do you show the picture of your work to the client so you kind of, client can get an idea what can you do? Anything you use in terms of pictures, software, how to write your notes and where it's important for you to answer. And the next step, you're creating proposal. And then again, this is my comments here. How do you currently create proposals? What software? Do you write it in Word and Excel? How do you come up with rates? Do you have a rate structure? Do you have fixed or different rate for different job? So anything you have an idea about, you write here in the comment, or you can leave several comments. If I missed a part, maybe there is something I'm not thinking about. Maybe before creating proposal, there is one more step after meeting with a client that they can note. To add a step for you, it's easy. You just click, if you want to add a step to this, for example, you just click on the box and add plus, and it creates one more. So one more step. And if you want, you can move it around. You can make it a third one, or you can delete it. Ding, ding, ding. Or you can add one more step here. So you click on the main one and do the same process. If it sounds too complicated for you, we can do it over Skype as well. But for you, even before the Skype phone, if you want to do it over Skype, just go through each step and read my notes here. Click on it, expand, and it will open it. If it's not expanded, it looks like this. Or sometimes it can even look like this, hidden. So you unhide it, and then you click on this little bubble, expand. And this is the place for your comment. So, for example, purchasing materials. Where do you record the costs? Do you record costs in Excel? Do you save receipts, actual physical receipts? So you take pictures of receipts. Where do you record time spent on shopping? Do you record it in Excel or a notebook or whatever? Working on furniture, your actual work. Where do you record your time you spend on the working? And stuff like that. So each of these things has little question. So then this is your actual steps of your work, add whatever I'm missing. And then there are systems. So communication, client communication. Which channels do you use for client communication? Do you write on WhatsApp, phone calls, it's different for each client. It can be in 5 different channels and you somehow consolidate it together in your notebook. Or where do you record agreements and decisions? Is there any final place where you write down everything you agreed with client, or you keep it in your head? And also internal communication is important. You can be, it's only 2 of you, but you might hire an intern, or you might hire I don't know, social media person or something like that. Or you also have lawyers you communicate with, or tax specialists. So it's important to keep it all in one place instead of having a lot of notes everywhere. So any ideas, any information you write here. Same with time management. If you have a system for time management, or you just write it down on a piece of paper or Excel. Task management, how do you split tasks between each other? How do you give tasks to the tax specialist, and how do you keep track of them? Do you just keep it in your hand or in your head? Inventory. Do you do actual inventory? For example, the supplies inventory, if you have extra paint, or I don't know what you might have, some type of materials you use. Do you do monthly check how much you have, or you just go and say, oh, this is gone, I'm gonna go buy new. Same with the equipment. Do you have a list of equipment which is you bought? Do you have a date of purchases, maybe a cost of equipment, warranty times, maintenance records, or you just go with, if something broke down, you buy a new one? Do you plan future purchase of equipment? For example, if you want to buy something really expensive, some tool, some machine for woodwork, do you plan what I'm planning to buy it in 6 months when I'm going to get that much money, or it kind of comes when you need it? Then taxes, same, I have questions here for the taxes. If you're do you have a list of items what you should be recording for taxes from your accountant? Do you have a separate folder for tax related items? Do you use any software? Anything you can tell me about taxes? Then accounting, then planning, and then there is marketing, which is, I don't have any comments here because it's more related to Konstantin, and while you'll be working on websites, he'll guide you through it, because some of them will be linked to website, like social media, for example, or letters and updates and something like that. It can be linked, so he'll walk you through it later. For now, if you can just answer these little questions, and also add if I'm missing any step, like purchasing material and you go and work on the furniture, when you complete additional work added by client, or maybe there is a step you present your work to the client, and maybe you need to travel. So, for example, I'll add this step. Plus presenting work to the client. Like, for example, here. No, not here. Hide this. That's it. So any step I'm missing here, just please add. And if you don't feel comfortable to fill it up all by yourself, you can always do Skype call. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.